Spirits. Spirits with spirits. Spirits with spirits.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, spirits of spirits. A little impromptu, just to say hello. We are back. I am your host, John Watkins, all the way from Colorado. Of course, your hostess with the mostest, all the way live from California, Mr. David Lowe. David, how's it going?
Doing good, bro. I miss our intro, man. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's been a while. So I was like, oh man, I was watching it again, going, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man.
It's just like riding a bike, bro. Let's
Well, let's
just,
see. Let's see if it's just like riding a bike.
yeah,
We make sure we get to the fine print, Dave.
yeah.
So make sure everybody knows.
My ghost tube just said guide, so
Yeah,
guide us with the fine print.
with the fine print. That's right. So just want to thank, well, Anchor. They are our one and only sponsor out there. They allow us to do the download portion of the audio of this and put it out there to places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and even Breaker. So you can listen to our lives anywhere, whether you're driving down the road or whatnot. It's a great place to kind of get started, and if you really like their platform, which is actually really great and really easy to use, stick with it, man. They help you find your sponsors and everything. So thank you, Anchor, for doing that. And of course, we haven't used this. Well, I haven't used this. Dave uses this all the time. I want to thank Restream because they're the ones that allow us to multicast to our different platforms live, like our Facebook page, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, on live. So there's a lot of ways you can get your faces and voices out there. So I want to thank those guys. Yeah, I think, yeah, ride a bike, Dave. Ride a bike.
Bike. A little wobbly at first, but we're okay. We got it.
Right? Gotta get the feet on the pedals. Gotta get the feet on the pedals.
Yeah,
Yeah, long break, all because of me. Yeah, but it was a long break.
that's okay.
Carl's here. Oh, Carl's here. We're back, and Carl's here.
Really, you got Carl, I got Walter. I don't know.
I got Carl. Carl was
Carl was our Carl Riddle,
our
our
favorite.
favorite first episode
Yeah.
intelligent response, our intelligent spirit talking to us.
All right. Good to see you, Carl. Good to see
Yeah.
you. So in Europe, okay. Carl's in Europe. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
guess the
strange.
Figaro was booked.
The Figaro was booked.
He might be checking out Italy. That's where we're going next week.
Yeah,
So
we are going to Italy next week. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight, just to kind of talk about the upcoming shows we're going to do, and talk a little bit about past shows. I think,
yeah,
and man, so I started talking to you the other day about, hey man, I'm ready. I got the vibe back. I'm ready to get back to it. I think the bad is behind me. I'm ready to focus back on what I love to do. And you brought up something on there that I actually had to look up. That Rondon team,
rando nodding.
Rando Nodding, which is
Yeah,
real, evidently.
yeah. No, it's absolutely real. Because we were talking earlier in the season, I was like, there was something I watched on Paranormal Caught on Camera, and I couldn't remember the name of it, and it was bugging the hell out of me. But it's where it like, geotags a GPS location that's near
Yeah.
you, and it
Yeah.
supposedly is an anomalous place where paranormal shit can happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I actually ran into the episode recently, and it was called Randonauting, and you can actually download an app.
Yeah. Randonautica.
Yeah, Randonautica. You can download an app on your phone, and it'll like register
And it's
stuff
all
in
it.
the area.
Yeah. But well, I saw on there because you brought it up and I had to look into it. So I was like,
Right.
okay, let me look into this. So they're here. Okay. You have
See,
to.
I told you.
Yeah, you plug in what your kind of what your hobbies are and what you like, paranormal or Scientology and all that great stuff. Hey, I got Walter. Walter came
There you
over.
go, Walter.
But and then it randomly chooses places for you
Yeah,
to go find out, and you
it,
can
it marks stuff.
you can
Yeah,
change how wide an area you want to look for in it,
yeah.
and it chooses stuff, and it tells you to focus on what you want to go find as it's trying to find this location for you.
Mm-hmm.
And people are saying it works. Like they're like this is scary stuff. Like it works. They're like
Yeah.
this is crazy.
No, I did it once.
Have you done it already? I haven't
Yes,
done
I
it
did.
yet.
I
I'm
did
thinking
it. I
about
did it
doing it.
once because there's one place because I did it, and it registered one place close to where I live. And I
Okay.
live up in the sticks,
Yeah.
so there was
What?
one place, and it was like okay, it was like 2 miles from here,
Okay.
haunted. Okay, so and it's haunted. So it took me to this place, and I know because I walk up my road, and then there's a cul-de-sac, and it ends. Then there's a dirt road that leads up into the mountain. And it took me up that dirt road and then off to the right, and then it drops down about like just like 50 or 100 feet down. And
Well,
right where that marker is, there was just this random trailer. And there was no way I could have gotten back there.
really?
Yeah, this random trailer. So I go down there and I start getting closer to the trailer, and I hear screaming coming from the trailer.
Wow. Wow. Did you investigate further, or were you like, no?
I opened the trailer and there was no one in there,
Ooh.
and it looked like it hadn't been touched in years.
Well, you just said a long time ago.
A long time ago, years. I mean, like that's been there for a long time and no one's used it. So it's like someone like took a trailer up there and squatted for a while and then left the trailer there.
That's crazy that popped up on that app, though.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
That was the spot that popped up on the app, and I wrote, and it just said Doom on my phone.
mine said Doom too when you were talking about it. It said film next time.
Film. Okay, next time I'll film it.
I'm really thinking about downloading the app because I was
Yeah.
big on geocaching back in the day.
Yeah.
I loved taking these hikes into random spots and finding these little, right your own little mark in there and everything. Geocaching was fun. But this is like geocaching to a whole different level for me, and I'm like, I'm gonna download this app and see
Yeah.
where the hell it takes me because there's plenty of places out here.
Yeah.
To go check out that are not even that far away. Problem is, Doom awesome from Stone. Did it say Stoned 41 and Restless? Is this a
You got something flying over your head.
He's a little ghost. He's a ghost.
You have a ghost in the house. Woo! We spare no expense with the special effects on this show.
No expense.
No expense. We have a budget of $10, and we are happy to use it.
I used all $9.99.
Dude, a Kleenex box and a ping pong ball, and we're set.
Don't forget your marker. You gotta draw in the
Don't
eyes.
forget, you gotta draw that. Okay, that was a little bit more. A little Sharpie. That was an extra. That was an extra $1.75. I don't know if we're gonna do that, but we can reuse that marker later. So we'll save it for other shows.
Dude, mine is speaking sentences. It literally said, "I need to go." It I think it's happy that we're talking again.
Yep.
Four. Oh no, poor. Let's do this. Yeah, now I can see better. Oh my god, that was funny. A little bit of steel. But no, I'm thinking about downloading this app and checking this out.
What? It said Amy and Monster.
It's not my fault you have a friend named Amy.
It just said friend. It just said friend. Huh? No, it's a friend.
Oh, but yeah, that's interesting. That's
What
interesting.
the hell?
What did it say?
Torturer.
Torture. Amy is a monster.
Amy is a monster. She's a friend, but she's a torturer.
She's a torturer. That Randonaughton.
Rando nodding.
Randonaughton.
Think of like rando, like random
Haunting.
nodding. So you're traveling. So rando nodding.
Randonaughton.
Nice. Solid belch. Coming from the back.
Gonna have to check that out. The more I read on it, the more intrigued I got.
Yeah. I ended up having to uninstall it because my phone was a piece of shit at the time. Because I was using my piece of shit.
Oh yeah,
phone,
now you got
right. Now I've got my S22 Ultra that has a whole bunch of memory. So yeah, I might put that back on and start playing around with it.
I never went and got the Ultra that they offered me,
Hmm.
but now they're offering me that Z Fold. So
I was waiting on the Z Fold until they worked out the bugs and stuff, but I don't know. It might be ready. The new one might be ready.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that's like the Z Fold 3 or something like that now. So
I think it's 4 now.
Is it 4? Yeah,
I think it's 4 now.
Offering that for free. So I'm like,
So they might be offering you the 3 for free.
Well,
I live here. That's why I'm here.
It's the 500 gigabyte.
Wow, I got 2 sentences in a row. Yes, 3 sentences.
Wow.
Okay. So why are you here? Are you a friend? I see you.
I see.
I see. I don't see you, but I know you're there.
So here's a question: how often do you use the Ghost Tube since we've been off the show for a couple of months?
I never touched it.
Never touched it.
Never touched it. Not here. Not at home.
Yeah.
But I have gone places and used it.
And used it?
Yeah, because I was asked to do an investigation at our pizza place here in town.
Aha.
So, because I walked in and it's like, okay, so, and they were like telling me stuff that's been happening. And I'm like, oh yeah. I says, you have 2 ghosts here. You have 2 ghosts. You have a male and a female. And then I explained, because that place used to be a bank. And
oh, wow.
I was like, I says, the woman walks in and out of your vault because I can see it.
Oh.
And the vault's out in front. I says, the guy is intelligent. The girl is residual, but the guy is intelligent and he does stuff. And she goes, yeah. She goes, we're stirring sauce, and then somebody just threw the ladle out of the sauce pot, and the sauce pot is like that, and the ladle's like that long, and it just like flipped it out, and stuff like that. And there was one time where they shut off the alarm and unlocked the door, but they couldn't open it to try to get in the morning.
Oh.
Even though the door was unlocked, it wouldn't open.
Ooh. Oh, wow. So you went and check that place out.
Nice. That was good.
I still got I have to download the freaking when I did the fire hall over your stuff.
Yeah.
And go
You
through
still
that.
haven't done that?
I know, dude. I've been going in all different directions, and then changing jobs again, and going back to that, and it was
Yeah.
a wedding, a birth, deaths. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Weddings. Um. Yeah. Weddings. Birth. Yeah. Me too. All of the above.
yeah. So
Uh.
I actually got asked about that today too. Hey, have you gone through that? I was like, no, I haven't. I really do need to though.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been asked to do an investigation of someone's work. Recently, they called me and like told me a bunch of stuff that was happening,
Oh,
and they were like, "Can you come and check it out? We'll get you in on a Saturday and have you walk around." And it's a building they use for the school district. It's like offices for a school district.
oh yeah.
Um, and it used to be a continuation school,
Oh,
and before that, it was on an Indian reservation.
oh, ooh,
And by the way they're talking and the stuff that's happening, I think what's happening is Native American. I think it's an elemental or some kind of non-human spirit.
wow,
So, and I told him, I was like, because it mimics voices and people.
ooh, yeah. That's
So I'm like, okay, that worst case scenario that could be a skinwalker, but
yeah,
I believe that's probably a non-human entity that's trying to mimic and you know either
yeah,
to scare you or to at least let you know that they can do that shit.
yeah. It's like, listen, this is shit I can do.
And that's they seem to there's like one particular place in the office, like one corner that's really like people are afraid to be in or sharing.
Or
Um,
sure. As
I
long
says
as
okay. I says put a like an end table there in the corner, and then put like a bowl of fruit or some kind of offering. If it's Native
yeah,
American, potted plant, something
yeah.
in that corner,
Oh yeah.
and that might make it happy for a little while. I says, but you got to show respect. If you if you don't,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it's gonna mess with you.
It's just gonna
It's
escalate.
just gonna get worse. So yeah, I think I don't know. I think within the next few weeks, because they're talking to the boss to see if they can get me in on a Saturday to take a look around.
Oh,
So if I do that, I'll be recording, and we can go over, and your ghost is back. You just doubled our budget, dude. We can't be doing that too often.
oh, what you say? Disfigured.
Great.
And then drink.
Oh yeah, mine said Sharon, and then it said drowned.
Drown. Oh.
So
Oh. Yeah, it's
yay. No, no.
oh, no.
I guess Amanda doesn't like it.
Like what?
She's not into that stuff. Because there was one time where she was taking a picture in the kitchen, and the ghost tube was talking about it,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And then she was like, "No, no," yelling at my phone. I don't like your phone.
The phone's great.
Oh,
Oh, the lady of the night. That it's an innocent
well,
neat.
back in the day, maybe it was slutty. I don't, and maybe that looked.
Didn't it say her name when she walked in one day too?
Sad. Yes, it has said her name.
Oh, God, yeah, I remember
Um,
that.
yeah,
I
and
don't know.
I think she yelled, and she was like, "No!" She goes, "I'm going downstairs," and then it said, "Basement." "Leaving."
Oh,
Uh,
God.
that's funny. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was just I just kind of like, okay, maybe we look back, we reminisce on our first 17 episodes that we did at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, we did.
Um, was there anything that stood out to you?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Any like even like we you know towns that we talked about, and or things that we did, or
honestly, I think the big thing that I love the episode, and actually, it was your birthday episode, if I remember right. One of
the
our
last
last,
one before we stopped
yeah, when we
when we
went
did the
back
five.
and
Yeah, we went.
scored our our most haunted, and kind of because we didn't have that scoring system
Yeah,
at that point in time when we were I mean, we were scoring stuff, but not using the
but
scoring
not
system.
using the lowdown
Loaded.
method. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you call it the lowdown
Well, that's what it is.
method.
I'm gonna patent that shit.
Yeah, you should. I like it. But it's interesting when you do something like that, and you kind of see where things kind of where they level out and where they really rank on the scale, and it's I don't know. I really like scoring. I don't know why, but I like scoring places, even though I've never been to one.
Hmm.
We're gonna score them anyways. Yeah, I'm a clown.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think the other thing that really stood out was it episode was it episode 3 that we did that? I didn't realize that was episode 17 was our last episode.
Yeah.
Oh, I really liked the medium ones was fun because fuck that guy. That
Fuck. Fuck those guys.
what was it?
I still can't stop watching Finding Bigfoot. God damn it! That really.
That's
I
I
I
mean,
just know one. I just know one of these times they're gonna catch something, and I'm not gonna be there to see it. And it.
oh yeah.
God, so funny.
I think, and of course, the whole thing, the epiphany that we had when we interviewed Sean, how everything kind of transgressed from season 1. I don't know. I still think back on that, on how
Yeah.
everything kind of linked up with the Amityville for
Yeah.
so long with these guys.
And it's interesting. Okay, because um, gosh, I don't even know if you knew. I finally got to see Hellier.
Did you finally see Hellier?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Oh, it was cool.
Both seasons or just the
Both
first?
seasons. I got to see the whole thing because it was free again, and I was like, dude, go ahead and watch it. It was cool. I enjoyed it. It was a little focused on just the one thing and stuff like that, but it was really neat. But here's the thing: right at the beginning, they talked about synchronicities.
When they're at the gas station, when they're pulling into the town and everything,
Yeah,
and they're talking about
but
all this.
all these things that were leading them to Hellier, that were like guiding them to this place. The
Yeah.
balloons,
Oh,
the stuff that they were finding, and things that they would research online, emails they were getting from these
the
random people,
crazy emails. Oh my god,
right?
that I was like, what the hell? Like they thought
And
they were gonna get killed at one point in time. Like
yeah,
they were being set up.
like they're being
Like
set up to get murdered
yeah.
or scratched, as my
Or,
okay.
or scared.
So, but here's the thing. Right when I was watching it, I was like, that's exactly what happened with Amityville with us.
Yeah, the synchronicity of that
We
is
were getting so many synchronicities all leading to Amityville.
yeah,
Because our interviews with Ralph and Sean,
yeah, yeah,
and they investigated Amityville together.
yeah,
We scored Amityville twice. We watched the
yeah,
documentary. We got all sorts of stuff that kept leading us back to Amityville.
yeah, yeah. I
And
mean, both working with freaking Ed and Lorraine Warren and freaking them investigating Amityville in
yeah,
their time frame. I mean, it was just I don't know it. The
I don't
synchronicity
know.
that's still something I think about,
Yeah. So
especially
that
going
that
season one into
that
season
thing
two.
right there, that makes me because of Hellier, I feel that with the synchronicities we had with Amityville, we should go there and investigate that at some point.
Yeah, no, I, I'm wholeheartedly with you, and I think we were talking about that with Sean. We had him on there. It's because someone lives in that place. It's gonna be really hard to go investigate it with
Yeah, wouldn't be able to go in, but
but I
we could go to
want
the
to go
DeFeo
to
grave. We could
yeah,
go to basically the stuff they did in the documentary. We
yeah,
could duplicate that
yeah, and kind of
because
see.
and see if we can get some kind of reaction.
I would love to do that.
Because I would gladly sit in a car outside the Amityville house
Oh yeah,
if I had the
yeah,
chance to get an orb come through the front windshield of my car
yeah.
while we were
Well,
filming it.
it's kind of funny. We're talking about
And
going to
and
the
my
fail
phone goes, I hear you.
grave. Well, mine where you start talking about going to the fail grave, mine says dig,
Dig.
dig. Gotta dig. No, that's how zombies come up.
No, we don't dig. We don't
We
want to
don't
give
dig.
them an easy way to get out. So
Yeah.
poor
Yeah, no,
Scratch. I can Scratch again. Come on now.
I think the synchronicities of that
That's still
still
that's still one of my.
still stick with me.
That's like okay. That's got to be one of the
Like,
top things. I know that's East Coast,
yeah,
and that's going to be really hard for us to do.
yeah.
But if we
I
can swing it, if we're traveling there, like if we end up going to Penhurst or doing any of those,
yeah, we're
then
right.
we have to do Amityville. If we're over there, we have to get to Amityville.
Yeah, it's a train ride from there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, it's people commute back and forth.
yeah,
Freaking work from Pennsylvania to freaking New York, so
yeah,
not that hard for us to do.
yeah.
Yeah,
Basement.
I'm I'm, I'm a firm believer we have to make that trip out there
Yeah,
though, just to kind of. And I think, like Sean was saying, he had that vision in his dream that made him have to go start doing that.
yeah,
And I think with the synchronicities that we're
yeah. Because
having,
he was doing an investigation somewhere else, and he
yeah,
was getting Amityville stuff,
yeah. And
and
so
that
I
was
think,
kind of what was happening to us.
yeah, we're talking
I
about
mean,
other things. We'll just keep
what possessed us? No pun intended. But
a
okay,
satanic angel.
it's an attic, Angel Attic.
Oh, I thought it said satanic.
There's Angel in the attic. So I was like, what possessed us? I mean, when we did the Ralph Sarchi interview, I know we were talking about demonic places, but
Yeah,
what possessed us to pick Amityville to talk about right after our interview with Ralph?
yeah, right, yeah. See,
It's a synchronicity.
yeah, the
And we
synchronicity.
didn't even know that Ralph had investigated Amityville. That never
Never
came
knew.
up.
Never knew that even happened.
Never came up. And then our
Yeah, we didn't even
friendship with
talk.
Ralph led us to Sean.
Sean, yeah,
And then that documentary. And again, it was Amityville. And he was
yeah,
with Ralph. And we were like, whoa,
yeah.
what the heck? And then we interview Sean, and he's got all this Amityville stuff. And I'm
Amityville
like,
stuff.
dude, we got to rescore. And then we watched the documentary. We got to rescore Amityville.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch the new series on Netflix that Sean's on.
Yeah,
That's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna enjoy that.
yeah. I hope he has a
I
better
didn't know.
team than he
I'm
got
yeah.
with
I'm a little
Ghostland.
disappointed. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't know he was in Colorado. If I would have known he was in Colorado, I would have so met him. I was like, all right, I'm coming with you.
I was really hoping he would have reached out to me when he was going to San Francisco because I would have
Yeah.
gone to meet him.
Oh, absolutely.
You just be patient. You're
Yeah.
okay.
There's still time.
Yeah, there's time.
We'll meet him out and go. And
Yeah.
we still got to do the thing with uh, uh, Leatherface, Lost Leatherface.
Oh, with Brett.
Brett, thank you.
Yeah, Brett Wagner. Yeah,
Yeah.
still talking to him. But yeah, he said if he doesn't have anything going on and we're down there, he'll join us for an investigation.
Yeah, that'd be awesome too.
He's down, and dude can work the microphone, so he he
Yeah.
would he would be hilarious to just have on the show in
Oh, that'd be
general. I really wish we could have got you know, his picture.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we would have been crying because we've been laughing so hard. But I wish we could have got him video.
Oh
Unfortunately, it
yeah.
didn't work. Couldn't
It
get
didn't
the
work.
video to work. And well, we got the video to work, but the sound wouldn't
The
work.
sound wasn't working. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was weird.
Um.
We got the call. I mean, I
Yeah.
enjoyed talking with him too. I've been enjoyed talking with all, I guess, actually,
Yeah.
but and everybody that pops in the chat, enjoy talking with them.
Yeah.
It's just, it was weird, man. I don't know if it was life events that was draining me or what, but I had to take a step back for a minute and kind of recalculate everything, re-energize and everything. And it took a while, a lot longer than I thought. I was
Yeah.
I, and I apologize for that. I was not expecting to take that long of a break. I was like, all right, we'll
Well.
take June off with the weddings and all this stuff happening. Well, and I'll come back July. Oh no, no. I
Uh,
didn't know what I was doing either.
yeah. No, I think it's not a bad idea to take a break in the middle of the year, and
No,
I think we plan on doing that. Just
yeah,
like
recharge. Spend
we
time.
end in May. We end in May. We recharge June and July. Come back August or whatever.
Yeah,
Um.
that was kind of the plan, and then October, September comes.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. And then finally, I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'll go. I'll go. I'll
I'll
go.
go.
I'll go.
Found my
Uh,
happiness again. I'm okay.
yeah.
The sunshine went away for a little bit, but I found it. We're all
Yeah.
right. No, I got to spend the last 2 days all day with my grandson, which was awesome. I'm gonna be doing that every Tuesday and Wednesday too. So
Yeah.
it's been all day.
Yeah. I get to babysit my grandson on Saturday, so
Nice. Yeah.
um, that's cool. And it's actually cool that we're not doing Saturdays anymore because that's usually when I have to babysit.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about getting here by a certain
Yeah.
time, or I have to do the podcast there,
Oh yeah.
um, or Lewis,
Dance.
um, or I'm not going to leave. I'll stay here. Or you're telling Lewis not to leave.
Oh, there's mine said they're here.
Lewis, don't leave. Okay.
Dance, dance.
So
Yeah.
so yeah, if you're down, we'll install the Randonauting app, the Randonautica.
Oh,
Maybe play around with a couple things, and then
I
that
think,
can be a show.
yeah, I think yeah, because I got the camera and everything and the digital recorder, so I
Yeah.
can do the Nautica app and kind of go see what's going on and record everything, kind of share what I found. I'm into. The more I read into that, the more I was getting intrigued. I'm like, I'm gonna have to try this.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Uh,
oh, I'll talk to you about it later. I'm like, oh no, we're gonna be talking about that tonight because I
problem with
can't.
that. I have no problem with that. But yeah, my one experience was well, I'm positive in the fact that I got positive results, but it was freaky. I mean, this random trailer that I mean was like covered in dust. It had been there for a long time. There was growth around it. Prison, okay. Um, and as I'm walking up, I hear faint screaming coming from inside the trailer.
And that's crazy.
That was crazy. That stopped me in my
Yeah,
tracks.
that's like ooh,
I was
ooh,
like,
ooh,
it
ooh.
sounded like it was in the distance, like it's
Yeah.
from far away, or maybe
Mm.
muffled from inside the trailer or something. But it sounded like it was far away. But I could
Wow.
hear it coming out of the trailer. It was really weird. It was freaky, bro. It was
Well, you gotta think, man. They're screaming from a whole other dimension.
right.
So I could see why it would sound muffled or far away. I mean, they're screaming from a whole different
Yeah,
plane of
right.
existence.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I. It's gonna be interesting because there's a ballot going through that's sitting on the desk to allow us to have our cell phones at work, and so I'm interested to see how that's gonna play out with pulling up those two while I'm
Can I mute
at
you?
work.
Can I mute
Did you
you?
mute you? Did you mute me? Can you not hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me now? Say something.
Is it
Huh.
me? No. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you at all.
You can't hear me. Oh, let's try. Oh, yeah. How about now? Can you hear me now? That's weird.
No, I can't hear him.
Sound cut out completely. Huh.
Yeah. If you want, that's the plant-based stuff.
Can you hear me now?
Nope.
Huh. Let's see.
Hmm.
Hmm. Wow. You still
Can you
can't hear.
hear me?
You can't get nothing. Okay, hold on a second. How about now? No? Run away, run away. I don't know
Hmm.
why.
Can you hear? Nope. Ah!
Can you hear me now? No?
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plug in your poop, poop, poop.
I can't hear us on the live. Either of us.
What is happening? I don't know what's happening.
No.
This is
Yeah.
weird.
On YouTube, no sound at all.
No sound on the YouTube either? Huh. That is so weird. Signals are good. What is up with that? Huh. That is weird.
That's weird.
Let me see. Audio.
Let's see. Let's put this back up. I can't. Anything.
Hmm. No, because I can hear me just fine. Huh. Huh. The technical difficulties. I'm wondering, Kevin, can you hear me? Kevin, can you hear me? Do I make a sound? Hello? Yeah, Facebook's working. That's so weird. Yeah, for some reason, Dave lost all sound. I can hear him just fine, but he can't hear me at all. So I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see. Let's go. Hmm, he's not there. Well, yeah, he had to go step away real quick. And Twitch, I can hear. Okay. He said, but YouTube, you can't hear nothing. So, no, I can hear on YouTube.
Weirdo.
Okay.
Hmm.
is so weird. I'm glad it's happening on an impromptu. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, then my sound cut out somehow.
Yeah.
Hang on. Diagnostic. Can you hear me? Can I hear
Yeah.
you?
Can you hear
Okay,
me?
I can hear you. Okay, I figured it out. That was my PC.
Oh, okay.
Shut up. 'Cause I couldn't hear anything. And I was like, all of a sudden, sound cut out completely. And I was like, what the hell's going on?
Well, you're like, I can't hear nothing. And hey, Jamie.
My,
Uh,
no, my damn audio driver shut off.
so I'm like, wait a minute. So I checked Facebook because you left. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Because
there.
I checked
It was
YouTube, I
all right.
checked Facebook, I can't hear either of us. And I'm like,
I
okay,
went,
wait.
yeah. Then I went to
And I'm
Twitch.
like,
I
you
was
know
like,
what? I'm gonna go to the bathroom, work shit out, come back, and then I got to figure it out. And I brought my beer, so I got
that's what I
because
was doing.
I forgot the good luck charm. The whole half the show
Is
is
spirits.
the beer is the alcohol, and I didn't even do that.
Oh.
And hello to my niece. I love her so much. Thanks, bro.
So, what was I going to say?
I don't know. Before
So
I
basically,
so
what
rudely interrupted.
so basically what you're telling me is the ghost got
Seriously,
tired of hearing me talk and shut off your audio.
I guess.
Oh, that's funny. Oh. Dude, I was like, what do you mean you can't hear me?
I totally lost the sound.
Ah, beer. Yummy. Yeah, because I went to Facebook. It was working. Kevin said it was working. I was like, okay.
No,
And
it
then I
was
went
me.
to Twitter.
It was me. It was my
It
bad.
was working. And then I went to YouTube. I was like, well, maybe it's just him. So I went to YouTube. I'm like, I can hear us there.
Yeah. No, it was me. I was like, because I came in, I was like, okay. And then once you were like, I can hear both of us, and I was like, okay, wait. And Kevin can hear both of us. So I'm like, okay, it must be me. I look down. I look down at on my taskbar, and my audio driver had a big X through it, and I was
Oh,
like,
oh.
okay. So I clicked on it, and it said enable sound, and I was like, yes.
Yeah. Duh.
Son of a bitch.
Ah. All right, Kevin. I haven't. Me and Dave hadn't got to talk about stuff in 4 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
June,
Kevin's
August.
talking about literal shit.
Yeah.
So
So, what's one of the most intriguing things about the paranormal what's your most intriguing thing about the paranormal? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know from Kevin. What Kevin his most intriguing thing about the paranormal is.
yeah, I'm not getting his most intriguing thing about the paranormal. So
Like I know what made me a believer, and it just created my interest, just kept building on top of it, really, and I don't know if it was trying to find the proof of that or what, but it's not something I've ever really ran from. I've always ran towards it. It's like curiosity killed the cat. It'll probably kill me one day. But it's I don't know. I think what intrigues me about most about the paranormal is as many stories as you hear, and as many devices that people use to, you know, investigate ghosts and the paranormal.
mhm.
Whether it be alien, Bigfoot, or actual ghost. There's no real way to definitively say that was paranormal.
Yeah.
You almost have to believe in it, right?
Yeah.
And I
Well,
think that intrigues me. Like the
yeah, it can't be proven as fact
yeah,
yet. It's
yeah,
still, and I'm just gonna say, just like God,
yeah. You have to have faith, right?
you have to believe, you have to have
Yeah,
faith in it. You have to believe in it at least to some degree in order to think that paranormal is possible. That
yeah.
um but yeah, I think that I'm the most intriguing thing for me is how it is how the paranormal community has shifted in just the last, I'm going to say, 10
5
years.
years, 5 to 10
Yeah,
years.
5 to 10 years. Like 10 years, it was like, oh
10
hey,
years ago, it was taboo, and you were
it
crazy.
was, yeah, it was, 10 years ago, it was whoa, don't be,
Yeah,
don't be talking about that.
yeah.
And and now, like I said, like you said, within the last 5 years, all of a sudden, look at all the paranormal shows. Look at all the people, all the equipment that we have for the purpose of trying to detect the paranormal. Look at all the stuff that, with the evolution in our technology, look at all the stuff that we have captured now for UFOs,
Oh, dude.
stuff with Bigfoot, stuff with other cryptids,
Oh, yeah.
because there's things that have been picked up with drone footage,
Oh, yeah.
um, things that have been picked up on like Google satellites
Google satellites.
to where they've picked up paranormal stuff. Yeah, you just have to be patient.
Really, right?
um, but literally, it still requires belief, and just like there are people out there that believe the Earth is flat, still
Still,
there are people that believe that dinosaurs never existed.
still.
There are people. There's still a majority of people do not believe in the paranormal,
Yeah.
but it's getting closer. And but like Ralph said in our interview, is that because paranormal is becoming more prominent, or is that because that
There are more
less
people.
people are believing in God?
Well, yeah, more people are leaving Christianity and whatnot,
Yeah,
or religion in itself. But I've noticed a lot of people going back to the old religions lately. Oh, okay. Oh, good question.
or Betty.
I've
Speaking
got
of old,
several contacts. You know what I forgot to do when we started the show? I forgot to hit the record button for the audio, so this is not going out to our Spotify. But I'm gonna read this question anyways.
okay,
It's two contacts. Some warnings and some that, let's say, warned me. I also say that watching your
your 2-year-old
two-year-old
daughter having an
having an
actual
actual
conversation with
conversation.
one on empty stairs did it for me. That's nice. Yeah, that's a good experience. Um,
Yeah, wow. That, yeah. I
I
could
mean,
see why that would kind of open me up to a lot of different things. Especially when they're having a full on freaking conversation, right?
yeah, no, what I think my interest in the paranormal really kind of hit ahead. I was around 18, 19 years old. Um, because I've been seeing stuff like Jared. I've been seeing stuff paranormal. I've been seeing shit since I was at least 12. That's as far
Yeah.
back as I can remember. My first like visual paranormal experience was I was 12 years old. And but before that, dreams, God, okay, dreams, yeah, dreams of God, okay. But in my dreams I've had paranormal experiences what I believe, to be astral projection or time travel or things like that. Which, astral projection is the linchpin that links all of that together. We've had that
We
epiphany.
had our epiphany. Astral projection is the string that holds it all.
Yeah. I also know magic exists. Don't ask. So why not spirits? Why not spirits?
Yeah,
Well, it's
why?
just like if you believe in God, you have to believe in the devil.
Yes.
If you
If you
believe
believe,
in angels, you have to believe in demons.
yeah,
They're all angelic.
yeah, it's the yin and the
So
yang. You can't
it's the
believe
yin
in
and
the yin
yang.
without
You
believing in the
can't
yang.
believe in one without the other. That's not, you can't be out in the day and say, okay, there's no such thing as nighttime. There's- you just can't.
Yeah, can't.
Um,
Yeah,
so,
no,
but I just
I,
I now it's become more in the limelight, and that our technology is there to where we're getting closer
yeah, yeah,
to being able to detect it. We're getting closer to getting solid evidence.
yes, and
And yes, I'm married.
I really
So
like that show too that we did when we went over all the technologies and stuff.
it's 2022. Where that was the same. That was the same time we did the
Yeah,
mediums and the paranormal investigation teams. Where you're like, fuck that thing, fuck that guy, fuck those guys.
uh,
My wife still says that. We're like talking, and she goes, fuck those guys. I was just like,
uh, no, I mean,
I like that.
like,
That's nice.
okay, you're starting when you're 12. I
Yeah,
started having my thing around 7. It was the first time I remember seeing Top Hat.
yeah,
It scared the shit out of me. And at
yeah.
that point, I mean, being a kid, it just scared the shit out of me. I didn't even know why I was seeing this person, let alone why the hell no one else was.
Until me.
And I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, and that was like I said, around 18, 19. That was one of my first validations. Was okay. Someone else is seeing
What
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
seeing. Someone
Yeah.
someone else someone's able to validate what I'm looking at. Because I mean, I'm 12 years old and I walk by that abandoned house and I see the fire and I see the mother and daughter hiding in the tub and flipping over the tub, and then
Yeah.
everything kind of clears out and I see singe marks inside, and I was like, whoa, okay, that was just weird. Um, that was my first like visual, like detailed experience that I remember from memory.
Wow.
Otherwise, yeah, before that was dreams and stuff like that. But that going back to like 6 years old, I know because that's when I went to the Native American reservation and they made me the dream catcher because the
Yeah.
medicine man in there was like, "You got some stuff. You need. He's gonna need this." He gives it to my grandmother. Give this to, put it over his bed, and then bring it to me in a year. And then he, I don't know what happened after that, but
Wow.
uh, but but that I don't. But there was nothing like Top Hat in engaging with me at that point.
Yeah.
But when I'm like, going over to your mom's house, and I was like, met you, and I'm like, I mean, the first time I met you, I was like, okay, I'm got to be seeing things.
It, right? Why is this thing
Okay,
following
that's
me?
that's got me. That's got me in my head. What is like, and then I was like, after a couple times coming over, not only was I seeing it, but he was looking at me,
Like,
and
I
he
know.
knew that I could see him.
I'm noticing you. Noticing
Because
me.
he's like, because a lot of times he was always looking down at you, and he never really looked up. He was always looking down at you, and would follow you walking wherever you went, or he would be right behind you. And then he looked up and he saw me, and we eye to eye, we looked at each other, and he looked at me like, "Oh no, you didn't. you you can't, you better not see me. And I'm like, and that's when I went, who's the dude behind you?
Ooh. Ooh.
What dude? I said, the dude in the hat. Who's the dude in the hat? And you see Top Hat? And I'm like, yeah. And then we're like, you're like, oh, dude, we got to talk. Yeah,
Conversation.
and I'm like, dude, I said, he is not. I see, he goes, you see him? And I said, yeah, I see him, and he does not like that I see him.
No.
And then basically I was like, I got the impression that he's for you, or you're for
And
him. He's like,
one
he's
or
for
the other.
me only. He's for me.
It's one or the other. Either he's
Yeah.
for me or I'm for him, or it's both.
It's
Or
it's 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 codependency. I don't know what it is, but it's
I don't know how it works.
I don't know how it works, but
Another thing that intrigued me about the paranormal. All I know is the relationship between me and him, how it expanded from him frightening the shit out of me as a little kid to, okay, he's going to be with me forever. And I don't want to say that I deal with him. You know what I mean? I don't, it's not something
no,
I deal with.
no,
Or that I have accepted that he's going to be here with me. It's not. I don't think I have that type of relationship with him. I think it's more of a, all right, okay,
yeah,
I got you,
more
you
like
got me. You do this for me, I do this for you. All right.
yeah, yeah. We we we're symbiotic. We're
But I can
like
also say nothing paranormally bad has happened to me, even going into bad places. And I
yeah,
think that's also because of him.
yeah.
Like I walk into a place where everybody's like, "Ah, this place is it," and I walk in and it's like, "No, it's not that bad. It's okay." Yeah, that is Top Hat. That is Top Hat. um, Top Hat is the one that chased Troy out of the garage. Yeah, that'd be him. He's also the one that stood on top of Marvin when Marvin was trying to get out of bed and wouldn't let Marvin out of the bed. That was a funny day. Get off me, dude! I'm in the doorway.
Dude, I'm over here. Oh, come on.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. I think it's more of a symbiotic relationship I have with them. I think that's kind of where me and him
Yeah,
sit at, and I
you
and
you
it
serve
might have
you
been
serve a purpose to each other now. It might have been
fear based at the beginning.
yeah,
It might have been that type of attachment, and he fucked with me pretty good as a kid.
yeah,
Um, but so I was no longer scared of him and
hmm
realized that I'm not a kid anymore. I think
yeah,
that was probably when I was around 13. And I was like, yeah, I'm not scared of you no more.
yeah.
I've seen
Well, I
what you.
think right. I mean, I I saw you become more comfortable with it when we talked about it.
Validation of that I'm not going crazy
Yeah,
helps a lot.
yeah. I mean, that takes away a lot of the fear. It's like, dude, okay,
What you
I'm
see
not,
him?
I'm not, well, I'm not, or at least I'm not the only one fucking crazy.
Yeah. And
At
here's
least I've got someone else in the boat with me while we're
both.
going down this fucking river.
If we're both crazy, we're both not supposed to see the same crazy.
We're supposed to see different crazies. If I came up to you and said, "Who's the balloon guy?" then maybe there's a problem. But since we both, it's like both having the same dream. That's something.
Yeah.
That's paranormal.
Did you see this? Did you put that on there?
Yeah, I didn't put
Avoided
it up.
me.
In fact, you always seem to stay the same distance. Crazy? I've got papers. I have no doubt.
5150.
Yeah.
Also, the address of Delta College.
Yeah.
Uh, sorry. It was always a joke. Everybody there go crazy.
Um,
uh, but no, I think that's. I mean, of course, that's where it all started for me, though.
yeah.
And, it, and it's
Well, I
always
think
just.
you've got. Well, yeah, you've got some. You've okay. You've got a level of protection now
I
because
feel that way.
yeah. Um, it's not. I don't know. Not protect. He doesn't seem like
I
he's
don't think.
protecting you. He's just kind of either other entities are like, okay, you got someone. I'm not gonna mess with that,
Yeah.
or he's like, this dude's mine. You go get your own.
Yeah. Well, when you got a 38-year-old bond with your attachment,
Yeah.
that's like if you thought about that in like gaming or uh, uh, what's the word? I'm trying to think of the anime. Like the longer the relationship, the stronger the bond, the stronger you guys are together. So when you have some like 38-year-old bond with something, you walk in and there's another demon there, and they're like, "Ooh, a soul to steal," and you got this attachment that's been with you for 38 years that's only grown stronger because you've been attached for 38 years.
Hmm.
They tend to leave you alone.
Okay. I
Sorry,
see that
my
you're already married. I'm not gonna make. I'm not gonna move in on that.
Yeah, it's like a
You're
woman
you're
hitting on a
married,
man for
you're
50
married
years.
and your wife is holding a shotgun. So we're gonna. I'm gonna go over here. We're good.
Right, right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick on Dave. I'll go get Dave.
Over here. We're gonna go over here.
We're gonna go over here to Dave. Um, you don't mind. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go see Dave. Um, but yeah, but no, when I've gone and done investigations and that since we started doing the show, people in town asking me to investigate shit has
Oh yeah.
increased
Well, I mean,
exponentially.
especially since
So
we did the antique shop.
yeah,
Yeah. If you're talking about this
um,
beer, yes, it is.
yeah,
You're close. It's a midget.
yeah.
Sorry, that's not about the old joke. I don't want to get canceled on YouTube again, so I'm not gonna
We get
say
and, all right.
it.
So much for our YouTube show.
He wants the soul Marvin has. You got that backwards, Kevin. Marvin doesn't have my soul. I own Marvin's. I won that in a bet. I'm just saying. I still want my doll from the shop. Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. How was that? Did you take him over to the antique shop or what?
I took him over there, but
Yeah.
I didn't go in. But he wanted
Oh, yeah.
he wanted to go he wanted to go in and pick out a doll specifically. And Nara was like, you ain't no.
I
You
saw
are
that
not
photo on
bringing
the show.
you're not bringing a woman like that home. That's not happening. It was funny as hell. Um,
Oh, there's a. Actually, I was just talking about a guy who's getting trying to get rid of a cursed object. I was like, really? I might have a spot for that.
yeah,
He's like, really? Where? I was like, in my house.
we'll help with that. And it just says mine says hidden. It's hidden. I have a hidden spot just for that. I still have Mr. Coinbox.
Oh yeah.
Um, with a
Oh,
nice little barrier spell around it. Yeah. No. Speaking of which,
huh.
up. Okay. So that are attracted to the guy who deals in souls. Um, so it's really funny because remember as we were getting into season two,
Yes.
I s- the activity in my house
Yeah, it was
increased
getting
exponentially.
picking up. Yeah.
It was really picking up. I had shit going on,
Yeah.
and I kept redoing the barrier spell. I kept doing it, and I'm like, is my barrier spell just keep failing? What the hell's going on? No, it was our connection.
Well, we've talked about this.
Yeah,
That
it was. Nah,
this
I would.
internet connection, this
Yeah,
live feed,
yeah,
is really opening up
yeah.
a
So
doorway
base,
to our two places.
yeah, because you've got a portal.
I have a hole right in my
You have a white. I'm gonna call it a white hole because things come out of that.
Yeah.
You got a white hole at your place, um, and then we have a portal
Yeah.
between our places thanks to the
That's
internet, right? So what was at your place was coming over to my place, and because my barrier spell is up, they can't get out.
yeah. Oh. No, that's funny. Like,
So
shit. Can you turn the internet
it's,
back on, please?
it's like coming over and going, damn it, I'm in a box. What the fuck? What just happened? So
Like
so
that.
shit was going on. I'm watching a movie and the lights go out, the movie pauses, shit comes flying off the shelves. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, what the hell's happening? Did my barrier spells fail? What's going on? People talking to me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who is talking to me? I'm like, I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, this voice comes up to my ear and goes, "Hey," and I'm like, the fuck? And I look over, and I'm thinking my wife was like came over my shoulder. There was nobody in the room. I was by myself. Smudge and bless the computer and the router. Yeah, I bless my computer. But yeah, hold on. I got my holy water right here.
Why won't it work?
It's not working. All of a sudden, there's smoke coming out of my computer.
They said in prison. Oh, that's funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
see, now you know what it's like in my house.
and, and Leona was getting mad. I was like, okay, somebody turn the radio on my phone. And I go, well, maybe somebody wanted to hear music. And she goes, no, I told you not to let shit into my house. And I'm like, I didn't mean to let it in. But as soon as we stopped, it was gone.
Gone. Yeah.
I mean, literally, right after we stopped, no activity. And I haven't had any activity since.
Wow. Huh? So.
Till, about an hour when we stopped our podcast. Well, we're not talking about anything specific, but
Yeah.
um, just I was like, oh my god, that's fucking. It just to me that's validation that the internet can be a portal. And they did it in Ghost Adventures, and I was like, oh, that was a really cool experiment. I wonder if that's true. I wonder if that's real.
Between the two bars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, they actually did it with three locations. They did Winchester House, Bobby Mackey's, and then some place in Virginia or some shit.
Yeah.
And they were getting traffic between the three places.
You can still smudge it and place protection on it. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
correct.
So here's the thing about smudging something when there's a barrier spell around the property. It doesn't
Have
matter.
nowhere to go.
It has no place to go. So
Smudge it just chases it out. That's why you have to have an open
the
window in your house when you smudge your house, and you work from the back to the front towards that window, and it just clears.
yeah,
It
it's
all out.
basically it's like squeezing toothpaste out of a tube. You gotta work
Yeah.
your way from the bottom to the top,
But when you got the cap on the tube, there's no place for it to
Where
go.
there's a cap on the tube, there's no place for the toothpaste to go until the whole thing explodes.
Yeah,
Now,
breaking
fixing
the
it your way
router does
is
not
blowing
fix
up my
it.
house. That's not happening.
Burning down your house is what you say.
Yes.
Uh,
Um, but no, that tells. I'm like, okay, so maybe I need to think about dropping the barrier spell after the show, so whatever might have come in can go out, and then put the barrier spell back up. I don't know.
maybe they're just taking the shortcut to the Figueroa, and you're not letting them go, Dave. You're not letting them
I
go.
know. I'm not letting it's. There's no takeoff point from here.
They're
It's
like, hey,
they
you told us
think
to
it's a
go to the
layover
Figueroa.
spot. They think it's a layover spot on the way to the Figueroa, but I have no planes that leave this place. I have no departures from this airport.
I don't know how you died. Yeah. Well, see, thank you. See, it's telling you, thank you, Dave. We're gonna go to the Figueroa. Please let down the barrier spell so we can go.
Anyway, okay, connecting flight to LA, leaving in 2 minutes. And I just got blessed. Thank you. I'm blessed.
You're so blessed.
I'm so blessed. That's so nice. But yeah, I was like, okay, so what I'm doing is I'm throwing a super ball in a room and closing the door.
Yep.
So I was like, fuck, I can't get out. What are you doing? Do something. So yeah, it was a
Oh my god.
dun 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 dun. God damn it. Up?
You know what's funny though? I haven't heard a stutter tonight.
Nope. It hasn't really stuttered since I got the new phone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
I think it's just phone connection maybe.
Might have been the phone itself because the phone was just like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm slowly not being okay. Oh, another epiphany I had. So this came in a dream later. So the antique shop, when I experienced the horrible second hour, which
No,
was
I felt so bad for you. I was like, oh my
I
god.
felt bad. I mean, Erica was like, "You need to call 911 for Dave."
Yes, she was. She's like, you better call 911. You might be having a heart attack.
No, that's God again. Okay, thank you. God, okay, that's exactly what was happening. I had a dream about that later. I was feeling someone's death. It wasn't like I was being attacked. I was empathically feeling someone having a heart attack.
Someone else having a heart attack.
Yeah, and the problem was I put the shield around me so that couldn't get out. Axe. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to protect myself from that was kind of breathing down my neck in the first hour, and in doing that,
Grab someone else
feeling I grabbed someone else's death was stuck in there with me.
Oh my god.
So either someone had a heart attack in the room and died, or there was an item where someone had a heart attack with holding that object, and I never did figure out what that was because before
Yeah.
before I got a chance to go back, he's like completely changed his inventory. So, and he's in half the space now, so I don't have any
Yeah,
aspect.
Ooh, she calls. Nice. That's my neighbor.
Uh,
And my friend's best friend. Oh.
so anyway,
Yeah.
so that
that,
that was like it. It took a few months, but it finally came to me, and I was like, oh, okay, that explains a lot.
makes more sense.
Because I was like, all of a sudden, it was like somebody's like blasting through my protection spell. what the hell? What are you doing? Nothing's ever been able to do that.
But
But
you know
no, it
what?
was like
Trapped him in there with me.
I was stuck in that death state
Uh,
is what was fucking me up. So then I took the protection spell off because I was like, it's not protecting me. And then that third hour I was fine.
yeah, yeah,
Ish.
yeah,
It was better.
yeah. You were pretty drained at that point in time.
Yeah.
That was a good show though.
Yeah. That was a fun show.
I wish that picture
I
that
was
we had.
accused of being a devil worshiper at that show, after that
Yeah,
show, but
yeah, you were. In fact, they sent the cops to your house.
they took the cops to my house.
I'm
So
so
yeah,
gonna call the cops on someone, and they're gonna go, "Why do we need to do it?" I was like, "I think he's practicing Christianity."
I think he's Jewish.
I think it might
I
be
could have
Jewish.
sworn I saw a menorah in the window. You need to go there and make sure the kids are okay, because that's dangerous.
Oh, that still kills me. Oh, oh, that freaking killed me. Oh my god.
Just keep recording. So
Just keep recording. That's right. Uh, the guy that killed me when that happened. So
that pissed
next,
me off. But you know,
what the fuck you doing?
I was like, what? And the sheriff knew me. He comes out, he was like, okay, I'm doing this because I have to, but he goes, is this you? And he actually has the podcast
Oh
on
my
his
god.
phone. He goes, somebody called complaining about this, stating that you're a devil worshiper. And I was like, he goes, you know what I told him? I told him it's almost Halloween. But he was like, and I no, but that was he goes,
You know that's
I was
not
like,
against the law, right?
to him, I go, well, number one, I wasn't home when it was filming. I was doing an investigation of a place in town. As a number two, last I knew, freedom of religion is in the Constitution.
The First Amendment,
It's
man.
the First Amendment. It's the first thing. Speech,
That's the one.
religion,
Religion, right to
right to
assembly. You
assembly.
know.
That's like right there. That's not grounds, regardless of whether I'm being a Satanist or not. My religious beliefs should not warrant a call to the sheriff
and,
to,
and you shouldn't have shown
and
up.
you shouldn't have shown up. You should have said, "Hey, he's got freedom of religion."
That's not a good thing.
I said, "But I'm not going to argue that point. You're welcome to go and look in the house all you want.
Yeah, kids are fine.
Kids are fine."
We made no sacrifices tonight.
Yeah. No, I cleaned all that up. But I was like,
I would have died laughing.
I was like,
You here for what?
it was in the what? Excuse me? He's just like, because he showed up and I said, Kyle, what's up? Shook hands, talked to him for a little bit. I'm fine, great, thank you. And he's like, yeah. He goes, well, I'm not here for a social call, and I was like, okay. I go, so I have to do a welfare check on the house. And he's like, and he oh, maybe. And I was just like, oh man, I was laughing, but at the same time, I don't like being accused of something I'm not.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
and to do it, the person that did it, and I know who did it, even though they're not
Oh
allowed
yeah,
to say, I
yeah.
know who did it, and the person who did it only did it to try to figure out where my granddaughter was. And I was like, well, she hasn't been here for months, so
Yeah.
on you. But yeah, it was stupid. It was hilarious. It was funny, and it was ridiculous. And on so many grounds, there was no warrant to do that.
Yeah.
But he's like, well, I'm told I have to do it, so I have to do it. I'm like, okay. I says the altar's in the basement. I mean, go ahead, check the house.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. You want to do what? For what? That's the
You
reason.
do what? I'm what?
You're not going in my house. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not going in my house. Well, after it's welfare check. No, not on that grounds. You're not.
yeah.
You come back with a different reason, sir. Because
Well,
officer Sherrod
fortunately,
might.
I'm friends with
You.
them. I mean, if it was like something like that, I'd be like, no, I'm exercising my First Amendment rights,
Yeah.
even though that's not my
I'm
religious
not
belief.
actually, even though it's not my religion, but
I'm not my religion, but your grounds are
yeah, you're
unfounded
on the
because
front.
you
And you
can't
swore an
make
oath.
entry onto my home based on a speculation of my religious beliefs.
Yeah, considering you swear an oath to protect the Constitution of the
Yeah,
United States and the state that you're working in, yeah, you're not coming in my house over
yeah,
that. You go back to your office, come up with a different reason, then come
yeah.
back.
Give me something. Give me something else. You're welcome. I'll cook. I'll cook dinner for you. You can come over.
Yeah,
Take as long as
yeah.
you want.
Give me about an hour. Go get a new reason.
Give me down. Yeah, I'll barbecue some chicken. We'll be ready. Um,
give me time to hide the bodies, anyways.
yeah, give me time to bury. I mean, to put stuff away.
Oh my god.
I got to mop up the blood. I mean, sweep the floor. I got to sweep the floor and
Yeah,
clean
sweep the
everything
floor.
up. Got to sweep the floor. A couple of stains. I got to get rid of.
Throw away the rug.
Throw away the rug. Wrap something up.
He just yelled through the door, "Honey, did you get that thing of plastic I asked for?"
Hey, honey, did you get that roll of Visqueen I wanted?
The Super Duty, right?
That's the super one, the industrial strength, right? I don't want any bears getting in it. I mean,
Uh,
Royal. Okay, thank you.
oh, oh yeah. That, yeah, I would have had a little fun with it. Oh, Asylum. Yeah, they probably would have thought I needed one after this. That would have happened to me. Oh, man. Which baby? I only have two left. And there's still three more full moons this year. I gotta go get another one.
I gotta find another baby.
Oh, oh yes. Oh, goddamn supermoon. I had to do two in 1 month. You know what happens. Oh, yeah. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I think you're right. If I would have known the officer that came to my house, I'd probably be
I'm okay.
a lot different. You show
Your phone's
yourself.
not hooked into your board, is it?
Yeah, can't hear it.
No.
Really? I hear it in my headset.
Yeah. I'm not hearing it.
You hear it now? Huh. Let's do it.
My phone hears you.
Let's try it now. Do you hear that?
No.
Hmm. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard it at all tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Okay. So we unfortunately did not get to do our summer trip.
No, that was a little bit of a bummer of mine. Yeah, yeah, that sucked. I was actually talking about that today. The regret I didn't get to do this summer was doing that trip.
Yeah. And my wife was like, "Yeah, I was supposed to go see my mom while
Yeah,
you guys were gone, and then I can meet you guys in Stockton, because
yeah,
her mom just had two surgeries, at least
Oh.
one, like a spinal surgery and stuff.
Ouch.
And so she's been in recovery, and the sisters have been like, "Oh, you need to come up," and father and my wife's like, "Yeah, I'll be up in August and this and that," and I was like, "I don't think that's gonna happen."
Yeah. Shit's gone bad. Yeah.
Yeah, shit's happened. I mean, first of all, I had the surgery, so we canceled the week that we were gonna do it.
Yeah.
What was that first word?
Oh, my.
First. Okay.
Shoot.
Um.
That's weird that you're not hearing that. Though. Did you hear that?
No.
Hmm. I don't know what's going on.
I hear some kind of weird static, but
That's weird. Because I hear it in my headset. It's fine. It's kind of weird that it's not going through the whole panel.
Hmm.
It might have been. I don't know. I don't know why. We'll get it figured out later.
well, this is part of the reason why we're doing this. Catching up,
Catching up, working on our bugs again. You know,
getting the takeout, doing the stuff, talking.
like me forgetting to hit record for the audio.
So maybe we fell off the bike once.
Fell off the bike a little bit, but
Yeah,
okay.
that's okay.
See us live or on YouTube, Facebook, lots of ways. You just can't listen to this episode later.
So we're thanking Anchor, but we're not going to use them this week.
Yeah, we're thinking of, but we're not using.
I'm not going to leave. I live here.
I mean, come on. You get to watch Dave go through 15 minutes of going, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Never. Nothing beats that.
That was funny. I was like, I hear you just fine. You're like, did your panel give out? No, my panel didn't give out.
Yeah, and then it was like, I can't hear you on YouTube. I can't hear you on nothing. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I was like, okay, I got to go pee. I got to work stuff out. So I come back, and then I was like, and then you're like, no, Kevin could hear us both. You could hear us both. And I was like, okay, and then it's got to be me. So then I start looking at my shit, and I was like, oh, hey, I found it. I got it.
I was like, have you tried the
I didn't expect my sound card to disable all of a sudden. It didn't that's never happened. I am getting a replacement to this computer. My office is sending me a new one, but
oh, you're finally getting it?
I'm finally getting it. Yeah.
Nice. And then you got to transfer all the software over to the new one.
Yep. So I'm gonna have both computers for a little while. As I transfer stuff and
now,
get stuff ready. They're
a desktop computer or is it a laptop?
It's a laptop.
It's a laptop?
Yeah.
Are they use the cheapies or do you actually have good laptops?
Now this is an HP EliteBook, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
And now that my job's changed, I get a stronger computer now. I get a better laptop for what I'm doing because I'm not abused. I was.
You have a different job title now?
Yes. I'm an instructional designer now.
Really?
Yep.
Instructional designer. So you basically build all the trainings.
Yeah, I build all the training courses for all the online training for my company. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Awesome.
Yep. So I'm like, I mean, figure I've been supporting the product for 26 years. Maybe they're gonna, you know what? Why don't you teach people to use it?
Hey, all right.
And I can kind of reduce the calls to support by like, here's how to do it, so you don't have to worry about calling support. So I'm doing well. And with COVID and everything, they were like, we need to do some kind of like online courses, so we don't have to go on site.
Yeah.
And do the training because if they do lockdowns and stuff, we can't go on site.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm doing this whole e-learning thing to where everything's done online, no instructors, it's all interactive and all that kind of stuff. It's really cool. It's fun. I'm enjoying it.
Wow, that's
And
awesome.
I was just starting that. Um,
Oh,
so
when we
yeah,
stop.
yeah, because I just passed like a year and a half. I've been doing it for a year and a half now. I was just beginning to do it, and that's why I could start doing the intros and stuff that
Oh,
we were
okay.
doing, because that was all with the you know because I was learning the software to do the training courses, and it's the same stuff. So I was like,
No,
oh hey, I could work on it. I could do some intros and throw some videos in and stuff like that, and yeah.
look at this.
When we
Look
did
at
our when we look what I could do. I'm a good boy. Um, but yeah, no, it's a lot of fun, and um, we're working on one product now, but there's four products that we're going to be doing eventually. So right now, I'm telling you, I'm working on it. I can hear
this.
that. I hear that. It
Have to
did.
go.
It sounded like it was in the distance, but I could hear it.
Yeah. So tell me about it.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's so different not working graveyards where I'm at now. 'Cause
I know. Yeah,
where
you're working swing shift now, right?
yeah, so busy, so busy. But I like it. Keeps me busy. It's so much better. It really is. And I mean, miss out on a couple friends from graveyard, of course, but I don't know. It seems like there's a different vibe on swing shifts. Like graveyards, just like it's graveyard.
It's graveyard, so you're just like try to stay awake, and
Because ain't nothing
yeah.
happening. But on swings, you're pretty busy, but all day long. I like it. I like staying busy.
Hmm.
Yeah. Uh,
Wow.
what you
Hmm.
your vocabulary or what it's been saying?
Well, I was like, I've been getting a lot. I've been getting a lot of words, and I just looked at the settings to see the sensitivity, and it's kind of low. It's like
Yeah.
one tick above the lowest setting, and I'm getting way more. Well, I'm getting way more traffic than I have
Yeah. It's
in a while.
mine's kind of the same way. It's like, yeah, you're talking to us again. But
Yeah, you
I would use it every once in a great while.
you're in my house, shopkeeper. Okay, that's the
Uh,
first time I've gotten that.
he got an extension.
Ooh.
Special effect.
I'll smack the back of his head, and it'll like.
Oh, where? Almost special effects.
I said the
Where?
back of his head.
I'm still gotta try to find. I've still got to go through all these videos and try to find out when I got smacked in the back of my head. Still want to find that. Behind you. Where? Ah, you son of a bitch. Somewhere in the first season. I can't remember exactly where it was.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I remember one of our top 10 videos when I was reviewing it. Okay. Um, we actually talked about it in the
yeah,
beginning, so I know you'd gotten slapped before that,
yeah.
and I think it was like 24 or 25. So we was like right before that,
Yeah, I gotta try to find it.
and I couldn't remember what we were talking about, or which episode that was.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
But
so
s-
next week, Venice, Italy. Right? That's what we're gonna be doing.
yeah,
That's gonna be interesting. There's a lot of. I don't know if you. I'm pretty sure you looked into Venice before the break. There's a
Yeah,
lot of places.
I was prepping for that show before we took the break, and
Yeah.
I mean I got to go back and redo it because I don't know if I probably still have some stuff, but um I think I got rid of the websites and all that I was attached to, but
I'm interested to talk about the one spot you don't want to talk about for a while.
yeah.
Get your take on it. Because when I talked about it, it was just that was when I was doing solo after Josh left.
Hmm.
It's gonna be interesting to get your take and kind of bounce off what you think about that place. You know, man, this is awesome. Hey, Auntie, my auntie's
Okay, I'm like I don't know that person, but I
hey,
see.
hey, Auntie, Stone Crusher. Yeah. If you look up the meaning of flagpole, that's what it means, Stone Crusher. I always wanted to know what that
Nice.
meant, so I looked it up.
Mine just said heart attack.
Heart attack. Not yet.
Nope. That's the one organ on my body that seems to be working okay.
That was working just fine.
That organ's working okay. The rest of them not having a good time. But
They have replacements for
yeah,
this. Just get you a new one. It'll be like
just get,
Repo
just put a new one in there. It's fine.
Put a new one in there. It's fine.
No, no kneeling for me.
Neil. Yeah. Uh, I'm excited for next week. I was
Yeah.
excited for Jordan your
Oh, you know my tongue's working. Um, no, I mean my heart. My my heart. My heart is working. My heart is fine. That was the one thing that tested great.
just
No issues. No issues with the heart. But okay, so of the ones, because this season we start instead of just picking individual locations or doing, we started doing themes at the end of
yeah,
last season
yeah,
where we were picking prisons or amusement parks or whatever.
yeah.
This season we started picking cities.
Cities.
We would take a city and we would pick. I think we were like at 5 locations. We'd pick 5 locations and we'd talk about them and score them and rank them.
Yes.
Of the ones that we've done so far, what was your favorite and what was your biggest surprise? Good or bad
Biggest
surprise?
surprise. Biggest surprise. I think for me is a toss up, honestly, between
Okay.
Portland and Chicago.
Okay.
Because those ones really surprised me. I did not think Portland, I don't know why I didn't think about Portland or Chicago. I mean, Chicago's an old city, you know what I mean? And it's a port town, too.
Hmm.
And Portland, of course, I mean, is a Portland. It's Portland. I don't know why it shocks me that the haunted places and how haunted those locations were.
Yeah.
Um, I think the biggest letdown for me, honestly, was New Orleans. Yeah, I mean, we did a two-parter on it because they had so many haunted places, but I don't know. I think I expected more in New Orleans than other places. Like a danger on the one center. And funny. It is funny. uh, which one was that? I know which one you're talking about. Which one was that? So all my notes got a little mixed up in here. So
Blacksmith. Okay. Interesting.
oh yeah, Washington D.C. was a good one.
Yeah, it's too bad we can't go into that post office.
Oh yeah,
That'd be a cool investigation.
God, dude. Gettysburg was really good. Gettysburg was really good.
I wasn't surprised about Gettysburg, but yeah, that was solid. Yes, I got Blacksmith the first time you told me.
Yeah, there's Chicago. I really liked Chicago.
Was that when we did the 5 dangerous places? We talk about our because I think every place had a good danger level in that one.
In Chicago, Chicago had some pretty good danger levels, but that was before we started doing the lowdown scoring. I'm trying to think of the danger level he's talking about.
Yeah.
Because there's New Orleans.
So what do we do? Because we did. So the first one I have where we did the lowdown scoring. Rope. Okay, that's interesting. Is that the first one? Was Salem, Massachusetts? Looks like it.
Yeah.
Because I have Old Salem Jail, Hawthorne Jail, Joshua Ward House, Lysing Hall, and Proctor's Lodge.
Yeah.
So those were fun. Those were good stuff. Good locations.
Well, episode 6 was the old scoring system. I'm trying to think which one he's talking about.
Elderly.
We did. It looks like Washington D.C. we scored
Yeah, we scored Washington
with
D.C.
with the lowdown.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we only did 4 locations though, or at least I only have 4 written. I think we had to go short that night, right?
Was that the night we had to go short? I think you're right.
Yeah.
Proctor's Ledge. That was a good one. I'm trying to think.
Judy.
Hell, Judy. That's my mother-in-law's name.
Old Prison and Expected More. I'm wondering if that was our top 5.
Yeah. So our top 5 we had Leavenworth, Pennhurst, Eastern State, Waverly Hills, and Trans-Allegheny. And the lowest danger level was an 8, and that was Waverly Hills.
Yeah. Ley Lines was a good show. I liked Ley Lines.
Ley Lines was fun. I was in a hotel doing that.
Yeah.
That was a fun show. But yeah, I'm gonna do a new notebook specifically for our locations.
Yeah.
I can keep track of our scores.
Yeah.
Because right now I have it merged with my lowdown scores, and my lowdown scores are just crazy.
Yeah, Chicago was.
Last night we did a bet between. We each picked our top 20 '80s movies,
Oh.
and
Oh,
we
wow.
went head to head. We went head to head. He picked one, I picked one, and then we scored each one at the same time, and then figured out who won. And that was crazy. Gary, tell Gary to get his own.
Chicago.
But yeah, I'm hearing it. It sounds like you've disconnected it from the board, and I'm just hearing the phone in the distance.
You just hear the phone in the distance now.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll figure out what's going on. Fire pits. I'm wondering.
Because Weird Science every time. Weird Science was number 12 out of 20 in our list.
Wow.
Inside.
What about where Ferris Bueller sit?
Ferris Bueller did not go on the list because I picked that as one of my favorite comedies, so we didn't repeat
Oh,
it.
okay. Okay.
So Ferris Bueller and Real Genius did not make the cut,
Okay.
but we did put Breakfast Club, Better Off Dead, Ghostbusters, Tango and Cash,
Purgatory.
Purgatory, Beverly Hills Cop, Shocker, 48 Hours, Empire Strikes Back, shit like that. Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, good one. I watched
I am
that too.
speaking.
So how many locations do we want to? Do we want to stick with 5 locations?
We can do 5 locations. See, I was wondering about that because if we do 5 locations, we do end up going long.
Yeah.
So if you're okay with going longer than 3 hours,
Dislike.
Well, I'm
and
still okay
my
with
phone doesn't like it, but um, I'm okay with it because for me, I'm starting at 6 o'clock. So
yeah.
it's if we go till like 9 or 10, I'm good because I'm
Yeah.
I'm up till 1 or 2 in the morning anyway. But if you know if we want to cut it down to because when we started this, we were doing 3 spots,
Yes.
and we would spend an hour on each spot,
Yes.
and
I think that's our hard part is we were still in that format of doing an hour at each spot. When we're trying
we would
to
hour on each
five
spot,
minutes.
and then we'd end up going 4 hours because
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. But on the one hand, I do like spending an hour talking about one place.
Yes.
I enjoy that.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be hard not to go over an hour on that spot.
Yeah. If we hard stop like at a half an hour, and then we have to score it,
We
then
can
our
do
show is under 3 hours.
Yeah, we can do that. And then if we have time left over, we can revisit.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Well, we'll see.
Drowned again, huh?
I said, "How do you feel?" And then it said, "Who?" How do you feel? Who?
How do you feel? Who? The guy playing first base.
Zap. Oh god. Well,
Zapped.
then
Come on.
as a
Please.
go to say hello to everybody and kind of get back in the swing of things. I think tonight was a good night. Felt good. Now I just got to remember to hit the record button when we start.
Yeah. I'll try to remind you next week, bro.
My bad. My bad. My bad. It's been 4 months. You realize?
It's okay.
Everybody that's listening and watching and all that good stuff, always, always, always go check out Dave Lowe 4K Lowdown. That is some awesome shit, especially if you want to get some awesome review ratings on movies. And you'll find movies you've never even heard that you'll go watch because he'll make you want to watch them.
I'll go like that.
Okay, yeah, there you go. And he and I will drop audios. We'll just let Dave go. Yeah, follow Dave, the 4K Lowdown. Man, if you want to watch some awesome, some great reviews on movies with an unbiased opinion on them, that's the way to go.
Like.
Now, if you want to talk paranormal and aliens and all that stuff, you want to watch Spirits and join in with me and Dave here. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Don't
Yeah.
go there.
Don't go
Don't
there.
go there.
Don't do it, John. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't go there.
Is this like that question? Like, if you woke up sore after going camping with us, would you tell anybody?
I said no butt stuff, Dave. Mine said be careful. Ah,
Yeah, yes, I need this. Well, I'm gonna get off because I gotta eat. I haven't eaten all day,
I could eat. I haven't eaten either. I need to eat.
so I think we'll call it a night for tonight. Again, thank you everybody who watched, and thank you, of course, Kevin, my brother from another mother, participating in the chat.
Appreciate it.
Again, I'm gonna tell the anchor anyways. Thank you, even though we forgot to.
Even though we can't use them this week.
But Anchor is what allows us to take the audio portion of this live video cast and put it out there in places like Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts.
There you go, bro.
Thank you. Pocket Cast, Public Breaker. So when you can't watch us live, you can always listen to us when you're in the car ride from one car.
As long as we hit the record button on
as long as we
board.
hit that record button, we'll be putting it on there for everybody to listen when you can't watch us live. But of course, we want to thank Restream. They are the ones that allow us to do the multicasting to all the different live spots, like our Facebook Spiritual Spirits page, the YouTube Spiritual Spirits page, Twitter, Twitch, Vaughn Live. It's all Spiritual Spirits, folks. So if you can't watch us on Facebook or you just banning Facebook, you can always catch us on YouTube, one other place.
YouTube,
and
Twitter.
seems like we might be
Twitch.
going checking this Instagram thing out here shortly. We were talking about that earlier. So.
I'm not doing it. I don't know if we can. Yeah, I don't know if we can link directly, but we can give it a shot. If nothing else, we could maybe do some impromptu Instagram lives
Oh yeah,
and
exactly.
just kind of do stuff.
Yeah. So things are open up in the air. We're back, and we're going to enjoy it again. And want to thank everybody who watched, listened, or participated. What's that behind me? I don't know. The ghost is gone.
Was that behind him or behind me? Oh, John, what's that behind? Okay, not behind me. Good. Behind me is a poster and a TV and a fan.
Some curtains.
And some curtains and a little ghosty sometimes.
Some ghosts flying around. As long as they're not smacking me in the back of the head again, I'm okay.
Don't want to get any more of these in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave, you want to hit the video?
I'll hit the video again.
Yeah, let's hit the video. Let's walk this out. And again, thank you everybody. Good night. Appreciate you. And we'll see you next Wednesday.
Water.
Next Wednesday for Venice, Italy.
Next Thursday.
We'll get it rolling.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern.
That is correct. All right.
Tune in. All right. Take care, everybody.